What's up, fellas? Doing a quick update on my VE-35 front tire. So this is the tire on the left here that I've been running for over 90 hours on my 300. It's a little crazy to me that it's still in this shape. So I got a brand new 35 right next to it, and you can tell that there are still these little dimples visible on this tire. There is very little chunking. There are a few little cuts. But overall, the side knobs are all there. You can tell that the side knobs have rounded in these areas here and here compared to the new one, but it still grips pretty good. Only reason I want to change it today is because I figure I am giving up some traction somewhere. Probably don't even realize where. But again, I wasn't expecting this at 93 hours. So pretty crazy. Very impressed with how long it lasts, and I've had really no issues with the front other than kind of looser conditions where I'm not very good to begin with. But yeah, I'm gonna change this tire today and see how it goes. Okay, so I pulled the tire off. Here's a look inside. It's a little hard to see, but there is no cord damage at all. So the 33S in the rear did have cords coming out all along the side here, which unfortunately I didn't get on video last time I changed the tire. The 35 seems fine. Now I ran this on average about 8 PSI with my tubeless setup. Sometimes 6, sometimes 10, but usually around 7, 8. So I was a little worried that maybe it would have some cord damage, but like you can tell, it doesn't. The gunk you see in there is my slime. I always mount my tubeless with slime, and that does dry out over time. But yeah, no damage at all. Bead is good. Everything came off pretty easily. So I'm definitely very impressed. So I want to cover one tip here. When I install my tubeless, I actually take a brush, dip it in slime, and I paint the edges as well as the center of the tubeless carcass, I guess you want to call it here, the red one. And also when I get the brush in there, it paints the inside of the bead. So what happens is when I actually go to inflate my tubeless, I don't use soap water, I don't use anything like that. I just use this slime. I actually also painted on the inside bead of the tire. So, and I should say, I also use it to mount the tire. So I'll paint the edges here when I'm mounting the tire. So no Armor All, no soapy water, nothing, just pure slime, and it always goes on smoothly because this stuff is super slippery. And then it fills in all the little cracks and crannies that could make the tubeless setup leak air. So I've been doing this with every tire change basically for the last couple of years, and I've had no issues. So just a quick little tip. Okay, so here you can see I got the tire on the wheel. It's not mounted yet. So far I only got it on the rim, but essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be applying slime to the inside of the bead here. I also paint the wheel a little bit so that it slides on easier. There's already slime on the inside of the rim, so technically this isn't necessary, but the tubeless install takes a little bit of time, so I'd rather get it right the first time. And with this slime I noticed that even if there are little leaks in the very beginning, in about half hour it'll seal up. My tires hold air for basically ever. I never have any leaks. The only thing that leaks out is the inner bladder, which I think is expected I'm assuming it's through the actual valve. But my tire never deflates. So yeah, it's a messy process. After I'm done with all this, I just hose it off. It does drip a little bit of green slime on your floor for about a day or two after, but if you wash your bike after every ride, then again, it goes away really quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna go finish up this process and hopefully everything's gonna mount. I don't know if there's a more beautiful sound in the world than two beads popping onto a rim at the same time. So I put about 120 PSI in this tire. Well, I should say in the bladder of this tire. And yeah, it popped up right away. You can't really tell probably on camera, but I got a nice little ridge here. So this is the the mess you'll get, but I swear by this method. Again, soapy water I'm sure works. I know Armor All works, but this has the added benefit of actually sealing the surface. It's kind of like stands for bicycles. So yeah, this should be a success. I'm going to inflate it to about 30 PSI and leave it for a couple hours, make sure I didn't nick the bladder anywhere. And then we'll get on the bike, and hopefully tomorrow we're gonna head to Highland Park. Exciting. All right, thanks for watching.